Yo, 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 yo. You already know what time it is. You are now tuned in to the latest How to Show on Instagram Live. That is the Independent Sing Special Edition with yours truly, Honcho J. First of all, welcome everybody to the show. Welcome to the platform. Definitely am glad to have you guys in the building. Today's show is this very special edition because I have somebody very, very special and dope in the building. He's my DJ. And on top of that, he's one of the dopest DJs in the Carolinas. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, he is my bro, he is the homie, he is my dog. He is DJ Wade Banner. Let's get it. What up? Drop your mic off. What's good with it? Okay, yeah. What's happening, bro?
Yeah, it was good. What's going on with you, brother?
What's going on with it, man?
Everyday hustle, man. Out here
Everyth-
grinding.
Hey, I feel that. I feel that. How's that hustle coming?
Oh, good, man. Staying busy. So I'm blessed, especially
Hey,
during the pandemic.
most definitely, most definitely. Well, like I said, man, first of all, like I said, welcome, what I'm saying, to the show, man. I'm glad I finally had a chance to, bring you on the platform and chop it up with you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Most definitely, most definitely. Well, first things first, for the people that don't know you, for all newcomers that's coming in the building, let them know who you are and all that good stuff. Then we're gonna jump right into it.
Yeah, DJ Wade Banner, MP3 Wax, Rap Bottle Boys. A lot of people know me for making popular the Drop It 5 on K97. Um, just all around hustler, man. Big Mob, uh, DJ, man. Shoot, I'm just a guy out here hustling, trying to make it happen.
Most definitely, most definitely, and I definitely feel it. But we definitely appreciate the insight. So we're gonna jump right into the interview, man. Like, all right, so tell us a little bit about how you got started with DJing and what made you want to pursue the whole DJing career.
So, me DJing, it was funny. What really happened? Uh, I got on the radio as a personality. Never really expected it. It just kind of happened. So, uh, once that happened, I guess the first thing you do once you get on the radio is you try to figure out, how do you flip that into more opportunities and how do you make some money. So I noticed that everybody in radio did parties, so I did parties. So I hosted
Okay,
parties, I hosted events, and one day I'm at an event, a skating event with Brian Dawson, and DJ High Rise was spinning, and High Rise he likes to skate, so
okay,
Brian's like, "Yo, wait, High Rise want to skate, man? You know how to DJ?" I'm like, "I don't know how to DJ." He's like, "Bro, you on the radio? You gotta know how to DJ."
right, right, right.
So it's funny because he said that from a capitalistic capitalist standpoint, like
Okay,
go make you some money DJing. But I kind of took it as, yeah, let me check it out, try it out, see how it worked, and then I figured out like, yo, I loved it. So DJing was something dope for me. It gave me an opportunity to help other artists and to just in general make people happy. So I started practicing and I learned how to DJ and I became who I became.
most definitely, most definitely. So let me ask you this: what's been the response like? Not only being a DJ, but being amongst other DJs who are also doing the same thing you do. What is that response like? Being involved and being in tune with other DJs all around.
Well, the good thing about being from Carolina,
Right,
Durham in particular, is all love between all DJs.
right,
So, when I came in as a DJ, uh, every DJ pretty much showed me love,
right,
uh, gave me tips and pointers. There's just no hate with the DJs. We all we all a brotherhood.
right. I feel that. I feel that. So in your career of DJing, do you feel like that a lot of DJs have the same drive in common, which is wanting to give out the best music and the best quality possible?
Um, yeah, actually, it's funny. I feel like the answer to that question is supposed to be no. There's too many lazy DJs that don't go hard, and I mean that's possible. But when it comes to, like I said, I'm from Durham, and in Durham, DJs take DJing serious.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't really know of any Durham DJs that's not trying to be the best they can be and work hard and push others to do the exact same thing. It's just,
Right.
that's
Facts. I feel that.
kind of how we built.
Facts. I feel that. All right. So you mentioned being from Durham. Shouts out to the Bull City. That's I'm also from the Durham area. So definitely I say it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely got to show love to the home state. So let me ask you this. So being a part of Durham, man, you've done a lot of different things within the Durham area. So what's that like? Being able to do shows and host it. Host the way that you host. I mean not host, but DJ the way that you DJ and things of that nature. Repping for the home state of Durham, North Carolina.
Say the last part of that question one more time.
No, I was saying, how does it feel like being a part of Durham, but also repping for Durham as heavy as you do? You know what I'm saying? What is that response like?
To me, that's beautiful because you're supposed to love where you're from, and
Right.
I absolutely love where I'm from, and I'm appreciative of my city for always showing me love. Like just the way Durham is supporting me, I would never want to be from anywhere else. I just couldn't see it happening like that anywhere else.
Facts. I feel that. I feel that. But like I said, again, definitely shouts out to the Bulls. Again, that is
And it's
truly
amazing too. That's Black Wall Street. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's dope to be from such a cultural area,
right.
to be a part of that culture.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, now, real quick, talk us a little bit about when it comes to doing shows and things like that, whether it be showcases or hosting big events. How what is that response like when you have the people that come up to you and be like, yo, you're dope, you're this, I fuck with your music, or I fuck with how how you move, how do you process all of that from a
I
support
take it
level?
all in stride. I'm just appreciative. If somebody comes up and they tell me that they enjoy my work, to me, I'm just, I'm happy. It means I'm taking steps in the right direction. People are being entertained, and that's just really what I'm here for. As a DJ, a lot of people fall in love with DJing because you get to be the one. You're
Mm-hmm.
the guy. You're the center of attention. But in all reality, you're the servant of everyone that's in that building. Because if you're in the club, your goal is to make sure everybody has a good time. If they walk out and they don't have a good time, that all falls on you as the DJ. So
Right.
when people come and they show so much love, like, yo, bro, like, you're great. We love the way you DJ, the songs you play, all of that. I take it humbles me even more, and I'm just happy to have that kind of effect on people.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. So when it comes to working with other DJs, and I'm sure you've done work with lots of other DJs all around the world. What's that relationship and those expectations been like for you? Working with other DJs and doing what you do.
Yeah, like I said, man, DJs, it's not like how artists be. Like, artists be beefing, DJs don't beef, man. It's always love, man. And it doesn't matter who the DJ is, how big they are. They all show love.
Mm-hmm.
Kid Capri, I mean, like, he's like the king of DJing
Mm-hmm.
and most humble DJ I ever met. DJ SNS, the legendary. He give me pointers, a lot of good advice to
Mm-hmm.
help me be a better DJ. You know what I mean? So, and then all the way to my local brothers and sisters that DJ, and it's just always love with them all. If I need a favor, they show me love. If they need a favor, I show them love.
Most
It's
definitely.
amazing how DJs come together.
Yeah, it definitely is a beautiful thing, I must say, And I know for one, ever since I met you, you definitely had I definitely seen your vision and your drive and your determination, and it's definitely I feel like it's what pushes you to be, to go above and beyond, as they say, the call of duty for what you got going on. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
absolutely.
So real quick, talk to us a little bit about these showcases because you've done a lot of different showcases, you've done a lot of big events, and how do you go into that mentally prepared to to DJ an event and know that at the end of the day, so you came to do your job and you did it, saying to the best of your ability?
When it comes to showcases, the funny thing, I have a love-hate relationship with showcases. I don't really like to do them because a lot of times artists feel entitled, um, and they don't take full advantage of the purpose of a showcase. When I'm doing a showcase, it's all about people networking and building, so that
Hmm.
when the showcase is over, being at a showcase is not about the actual showcase. It's about what we're doing outside of that showcase. So when I do a showcase, it's about the artists coming together, meeting each other, meeting the DJs, meeting the tastemakers, and networking so that when we leave the showcase, you can create good business relationships and generate income outside of the showcase. So, it irritates me when I see people not taking full advantage of what's right there in front of them. But, as long as I do my part, it's all good. I'm doing what I'm here for.
Right.
I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink.
Exactly. I feel that. Now, another thing I want to tap into real quick because you've been all over. I'm sure been all over the world. DJing here, DJing there. What has been that one area that you can honestly say that has truly, genuinely showed. Not saying that all places that you've been to haven't showed you love, but if you had to kind of like pinpoint it, what would you say has been that main area that has really showed you the most? Up the utmost respect and love whenever you pop up in their city or in their area.
So it really sounds like my favorite place is the DJ. Is two places. First, Durham, because that's where I'm from,
Okay.
and so the love in Durham. I mean, bro, I can't even explain it. People say like you got to move away from home because they don't show you love at home, and I feel the exact opposite. Like Durham showed me so much love, so Durham is always gonna be my top place for DJing, and then other than Durham, New York, because in New York it's such a diverse crowd. I get to
Hmm.
play a little bit of everything. So New York is a great place to DJ too.
Okay. Now with that being said, you and I we've been knowing each other for quite some time now, and you and I have worked together. But what I want to know mainly from you, from your perspective, you know, uh, working together and things of the nature. What is the how do you feel that? How do you feel about our relationship as much as we work together? How do you feel that has really come full circle to where it is now?
So first I like to say, like I like to help people and I like to see people progress, and I'm watching you progress, uh, especially as a hustler, and seeing you, putting together stuff like this right here, and you working, you doing what you're supposed to do, and that's my job, is to help people, empower them. So I don't want to take credit at all for anything that you've done. I just I'm happy to be along for the ride, and I've been watching you grow and just build.
Most definitely, because and one of the things that people don't realize, and I try to explain this as much as possible, is that you have so many people, you
I
know,
agree.
you have so many people that have been paying attention, and that, if they see me, if they see you, they see me. So it's like it's one of those things where it's like, because I like to use the term taking up under your wings. So with all the things that you've done in your career, things that I'm doing in my career, what is that like? Like I said again, having me up under your wing and really being able to, like you said, teach me, what I need to be taught so that way I can be more equipped for what's to come.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna say I don't even really look at it like taking you up under my wing. Is more like working with you, and if I see a way that I can help, then I help. Because that's the same thing I get from the other DJs. Me and SNS do an event together. Uh, Matter of fact, we did Soulless together one time,
Hmm.
and I killed it. You know what I mean? Like humbly speaking, like I did my thing in there. But
Hmm.
when I got off, S was like, "Yeah, man, you young guys, man, y'all got to learn to put your crates together early,
Right.
so then you spend less time in the computer and more time with the people." So it was funny hearing that because I'm like, damn. felt like I just did a great job and everybody partied and had a good time. But what he
Right.
said made sense, man. That was valid. Like, time that I could have spent engaging the crowd even more, I
Mm-hmm.
just spent trying to figure out my next record. So
I feel that. I definitely feel that. All right, so now I want to get into something also that you're also very big on, and you've created these playlists that you've created. Now, what's that been like? Putting together these playlists, getting together these artists, to be on these playlists, to really get them, what I'm saying, to really get them out there and really get them, noticed. What has it been like creating a process like that for artists
like
to
I
get
said,
their music heard?
I'm just always here to help people. So however I can help, that's what that playlist is for. Is you know, it costs a lot to be in the music business. But a playlist is something where I can help and I don't have to crush your pockets at the same time.
Right,
What's
right.
up, my dog D Dowdy?
What's good, D Dowdy? What's good? Got my man D Dowdy in the building. All right, so what does it take? What does it take for an artist that that wants to invest, or that wants to work with you, or wants to be involved in your playlist? How do they get involved with you, and how are they able to work with you in some capacity, so that way they can be out there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I'm doing right now, I got a brand new playlist. I'm only charging $10 to jump on it. That's basically me saying, like, yo, just jump on the playlist. It's free, but at the same time, invest in yourself. It just kind
Right,
of shows that you're serious about what you're doing. So, I put these playlists together. It's a way for people to network at the same time because you get to see the other artists that's joining the playlist, and then for people that's looking for new music, that they can follow this playlist and be a part of that. You know what I mean? Like they can know who's from their city, who's hot. They can find it's a platform, it's an outlet for people.
most
So
definitely.
that's what I'm here for, man. Like of course as DJs we do things that pay the bills, but
Mm-hmm.
we like to push the culture forward at the same time.
Right, most definitely. Now,
So
real
yeah,
quick,
so
I want.
tap in with me, get on that playlist.
Most definitely. Definitely make you guys tap in. All right, so real quick, I want to kind of pick it back a little bit because I meant to ask you. Now, how long have you been doing this DJing thing? Like, how long have you, career wise, have you been doing it?
Um, so a lot of people credit me as being a DJ when I first started in radio. I was only a
Okay.
personality at the time, so that was 2008. So 12 years. But as a DJ, I didn't start DJing until 2012. So that's 8 years.
Okay. All right. So speaking of radio, like you said, you mentioned, the one and only K97.5. What was that like being a part of that radio station, being able to host the Drive at Five, and really building up that rapport, not only with the station but with the people that you worked with, and now being able to step out on your own and do your own thing.
It's a job, nothing more. It's a job.
Okay.
Uh, I'm grateful for the platform. Um, but at the end of the day, it was a job.
I feel that. I feel that. Now, when it comes to this music, man, we have a lot of music that is coming from every which way. You got, music coming from, the hip hop side, the R&B side, and you got, then you got all the different genres of music. But mainly, when we talk about hip hop and R&B, who do you feel like right now as a DJ? Who do you feel like right now? Who do you feel like right now has truly been, pretty much putting their stamp on who they are as an artist and really going above and beyond the Call of Duty when it comes to their
So
putting out good content?
I really I get that question a lot. I don't like that question because it doesn't really it I'm going to work with the artists that I feel like are doing that.
Hmm.
So then it sounds like I'm showing favoritism, but in
Right.
reality, of course, I'm going to work with the artist that I feel like is really doing that. And to me, that's Slat, um,
Hmm.
8LATTT on Instagram. But he's young and he's lived an incredible life for somebody so young, especially, and he's rapping about it. And who he is as a person comes through on the records. And
Hmm.
so Slap, that's my favorite right now, man. That boy killing it right now. And
Right.
that's not me saying that because I'm working with him. I'm working with him because I'm saying that. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you feel? Now, another thing I want to throw out there too. How do you feel about the women that have been taking over the industry? You know, because you got so many women out here that are, you know, coming on the scene. You know, doing chasing, as they say, chasing the dream. You know, being in a male dominated field. What's that like? Seeing women take over and really, you know, put their stamp on music.
Um, I think women have always been dope at music, but we try to discredit them and move them to the side and say, "Oh, she's dope for a woman," or like we try to say, "Oh, only one hot woman at a time." And, I mean, bro, it's never been like that. It's been dope women from the inception of hip hop, bro. Like Roxanne Shante been dope, MC Light
Mm-hmm.
been dope, Queen Latifah been dope. Like you know what I mean? Like we've always had dope women. But it's like everybody try to act like oh, it's male dominated, male dominated. It's just you probably just don't have as many women that you see rap and take it serious.
Right. I feel that. I
But
feel
it's a
that.
lot of
So.
women that's always been out there, doing what they do.
Right. Now, let me ask you this now, and this is completely sidebar, but you know, you've been known to, you know, go to, you know, such, you know, events such as like the BET Awards and, you know, things of that nature. What was it like, you know, not being able to attend this year? Because I know that's usually something that most DJs and most radio personnel usually end up going out to, but what was it like not being a part of that this year, despite everything that's going on? What did that do to you as a
Um,
DJ?
it wasn't that big of a deal because see anybody if you go to the BET Awards, you know that is the awards and what's what we're going for. We're
Right.
going for the experience, everything that's around the awards. So, it not happening is the equivalent of we not in the clubs right now. So, I mean, it ain't that big of a deal. It's all good.
Okay, okay. Now, now, kind of switching gears for a second. You know, this pandemic, you know, has truly did a number on us all. And you know, again, being a DJ, you know, in your profession and having to having to take a step back and you know, kind of pace yourself. You know, how has it been affecting you mentally as a DJ? You know, have you still continued? Have you still been just doing your
Yeah,
thing?
I don't think it affected me at all because as a DJ, I started to get to the point where I did the events that I wanted to do. So I wasn't taking, excuse me for my background,
Are you
I
good?
wasn't taking every booking anyway. So the pandemic didn't, I mean, it didn't really slow nothing down for me because, a lot of DJs, we eat off of them private events and weddings and
Right.
stuff like that. And that didn't stop. The pandemic didn't stop none of that. The nightclubs is what got stopped. But, I'm in the clubs here and there.
Hmm. So let me ask you this: so, why do you think it's hard for people who are in this industry? You know, whether you're a DJ, whether you're an artist, whether you're an engineer, producer, whatever. Why do you feel like it's hard for people to gain income or gain revenue from the service that they're providing or that they're getting from other people?
Nah, I don't think it's hard at all. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out how to make money for yourself, and once you figure it out, I mean, it's so much money out here to be made, and there's different ways to make the money. So, you know, it's a thing with the DJs where DJs like to encourage DJs to um, get at least 300 when you go get a gig. But what I would say is this: even if you're getting at 300, what's to stop an artist from giving you another $50 to $100 to play their record, depending on what spot you at, and there's other ways to make money as well, like Boosie. It was dope. I heard he did an interview and he was saying that when they took him off of Instagram Live, he was saying he lost so much money because
Hmm.
people would say, "Hey, Boosie, when you go on live, I want you to wear my shirt. How much you gonna charge?" He said, "Man, I charge him $7,000 to wear a shirt." It's like,
Wow, that's
like
crazy.
that's for something that was free, and he made
Right.
$7,000 off of that. But that's just for that shirt, because ain't no
Right.
telling what else he was doing. So it's ways to make money. You got tap into your greatness.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I
Shout out
definitely.
to DJ Remedy up there too, man.
What's good,
Uh,
DJ Rimney? What's good? What's good with it? All right.
and
So
naturally,
now,
Naisha, what's up?
oh, what's good? What's good?
Yeah.
All right, so now I got to ask this particular question because and I'm not sure if you followed, but you probably have. There has been this whole versus battle, that has been produced by two of the greatest icons in the business, Timbaland and Swiss Beats. But I want to know from you, what's been your most favorite battle that you've seen that you can recall, and who do you see next stepping into the ring of this whole versus battle? You know what I'm saying, going down.
Um, my favorite versus battle. I really did like a lot of those R&B battles, but my favorite versus battle. Oh, first let me say this. I was flattered that I seen a tweet that somebody said, "Well, Wade Banner been doing the verses on the Drop It Five." I thought that was dope, but also I do think they gave me too much credit because all DJs do that. You play
Right,
records
right.
from this person, and you play records from somebody else. But my favorite versus battle was DMX and Snoop Dogg because you know I'm an '80s baby, so you
Right.
know DMX was out '98. I was
Mm-hmm.
12. That's when you really have your like real love for music. So
Right.
watching them battle it just brought back all the records that I loved as a kid, and then the jokes that they made. It was just a lot to take from the battle. It wasn't, and I enjoyed all of the battles, and I like everybody's personality, but they were cool, but they weren't. Oh my God, I love you so much. Your art is so amazing
Right.
to me.
Right.
Like that's what all the other battles were, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, but
Yeah. Now
we want y'all to battle right now.
most definitely. Now let me ask you again, going back to the women for a second. We've had such iconic artists, that being Brandy and Monica. Then you recently had Gladys Knight, the one and only Gladys Knight, and Patti
Patti
LaBelle.
LaBelle, yeah.
Yeah, what was that experience like for you, seeing two of the biggest of the biggest of the biggest
Um,
iconic women like that go head to head like that?
so only reason I can't really answer that, I personally I missed Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. That was the battle that I definitely wanted to see, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I was booked, what I was doing, but I had something going on. Um, so I missed that one. I did catch Brandy and Monica, and I enjoyed it. But
Okay.
like yo, I'm a fan of all of these people. Like whether they on the versus battle or not, like I'm a fan of the music that they made.
Right. Big facts, big facts. I definitely feel that. Okay. So now with that being said, man, is there anybody that we've yet to see that you would love for, that you would love to see, go head to head to see who has the bigger category or the bigger catalog, as they say?
Um, I kind of want to see 50 go against somebody. Not
Okay.
really Ti. I don't want to see 50 and Ti, but I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I do want to see 50 go against somebody, but a lot of those battles I just feel like don't really make sense. Like that people have been wanting to see. Like people were
Hmm.
talking about anybody in Jay Z. It just don't make sense.
Right.
Um,
Exactly. Exactly.
and then uh, Drake and Lil Wayne don't make sense because they're two different eras.
Hmm.
So like people want to take Drake's catalog in recent years and compare it to Wayne 10 years ago, and it's just like, yeah, nah, it's the
Right.
music. It's a different. You feel different. You're a different person in these eras.
Hmm.
So you can't really compare 1999 to 2009.
Okay. 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 So now, real quick, I wanna again. I'm switching gears once again because that's one of those. I switch gears from time to time. So one of the things that I want to know, talk to us a little bit about you growing up, because I'm pretty sure growing up, of course, as they say, you had your challenges and things of that nature. But how did you know, like, that this was going to be a niche that you say, you know what, this is something that I really want to do for my career, for myself, not because anybody else told you to do it, but this was something that you in your own mind said, okay, this is the route that I want to take. What was that like growing up as a kid and, being involved in music and being, knowing at some point music was going to follow you at some point?
Yeah, I had no clue about being on radio. That happened by mistake. But being a DJ, I ain't even. I mean, yeah, I told you how I became a DJ, so I ain't even know
Yeah.
I would be a DJ, but I knew I would be in the music because that was all I did as a kid. I sat in front of the stereo. I listened to LL Cool J and Michael Jackson, and I had a record player. So I don't know why I didn't think being a DJ with how much I loved that record player. But
Hmm.
just my entire life, I've always been an entertainer. I went to my elementary school. It was a magnet school for the arts. So
Okay.
like I did theater and all types of stuff. So I mean,
Okay. Okay. Well, that's definitely
nobody
something.
that knew me growing up is even surprised about the route that I took. Everybody was
Right.
like, "Yeah, bro, this is exactly what we expected to see."
Right, right. Now, real quick, now when it came to that, like, now growing up, of course, we had those parents that wouldn't allow us, to watch certain shows that may have came on TV. But you had things like, you had like, 106 in Park, and then you had, all these other shows that were more collaborative. What was it like, seeing shows like that, and then, saying to yourself like, yo, like, not saying that you specifically said this, but like knowing that you could see, different artists come together and just really, do what they do on TV and then be able to, do it in person, whether you work with them or not here or there, you know what I mean?
So it's funny because like I'm from a different era. So yeah, like uh, there was stuff that my mother didn't want me listening to, but I got my big cousin. Like, I'm being called my
Right,
big cousin, and I'm gonna listen to it. Like what I mean. I don't think my mother would have been happy with me listening to DMX. Um,
right, right.
and I don't think she would have liked if she'd have seen the artwork and all of that. Like what I mean. Like, but I had the CDs and all of that, but
Right,
I hide my CDs and
right.
but it's dope to go to be a fan of music and then to eventually work with those people because I mean you're around people and you're like yo like I've watched this person uh my whole life and now all of a sudden I'm a peer. So
Mm-hmm.
like let's say Ti for example is a good example for myself because at one point I used to rap and so
Mm-hmm.
I went from listening to Ti and being a fan to uh, performing and opening up for Ti as a rapper
Mm-hmm.
to being a DJ and DJing the show with Ti. So what I mean, like
Wow.
it's dope because like even being in events with Ti because I done met him so many times. Like I met him at the radio station. I met him at an MP3 Wax event, and
Yeah.
they were promoting his daughter Zanique. So it's dope how you run across these people over and over. It's just
Right.
it's amazing
I feel that. So for the people that don't know, why did you stop rapping? Because I don't know if anybody has asked you that, but why did you stop rapping? And
because I got
just
on the
man,
radio. It didn't make no sense. I was on the radio, so
okay,
like I could have been Ludacris or I could have been Diddy. I think I'm a little closer to Diddy. So
okay,
you know what I mean, like, and I say that in terms of Diddy putting artists on and helping.
right.
Ludacris was an artist. He got on the radio. He used radio to boost himself to be a rapper. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily put nobody on, but he did his thing as a rapper. And, you know, I feel like what makes me great is the people that I've helped to move in a position.
Most definitely. All right. So with that being said, so with that being said, what advice do you have out here for all the people that are watching, for all the people that are listening? Like, what advice do you have for all the young and up and coming artists and DJs and things of that nature? What advice can you give them to keep them going, to keep them motivated, to keep them, pursuing their dreams and their goals?
Um, I wouldn't say he put Chingy on at all. Um, I think Chingy put himself on it, and he just did his business. So that's the reason I don't really. Luda did business. I don't think he put nobody on. Just to answer to that, but my advice to people would just be research,
Mm-hmm.
figure out what it is you want to do, who's in a position that you like, watch what they do, but figure out how to make it work for you and your personality, who you are. Do your research and then figure it out.
Most
That's the
definitely.
most important thing. You gotta figure it out. You gotta step out there and do whatever it is you gotta do. But you gotta figure
Most
it out. Like I can't even tell you what to do because everybody's route is gonna be so much different. So
right.
for each person, just figure it out.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, so now my next thing, 5 to 10 years from now, if you ever do decide to hang up the DJing, are there any other hidden skills or talents that you have that you would love to pursue and do other than just what you're doing right now, or you haven't thought that far ahead yet?
Now, I mean, I would be a business owner, um,
Okay,
multiple businesses. I like business, and then
okay,
acting. I always wanted to get back into acting. I just, you know, I'm in my music bag right now.
okay,
So once I'm done with that, or if I, feel like I don't want to do music anymore, which is kind of hard to feel like you don't want to do music because, like I said, like um, everything resets and you have the newer, younger generation that comes in. I was telling you about Slat, and Slat, like Slat is a breath of fresh air for me personally because he's young. Like I'm not young like that no more. I actually
mm-hmm.
was laughing with him and joking, and I was like, bro, like um, the age I was when uh, my ex-wife, when she first got pregnant, uh, that's the same. Like that year was the year that Slap would have been born.
Mm-hmm.
So even though we close in age, like I'm old enough to be your daddy.
Yeah.
And it's dope to watch because see, I got kids, so it's dope when you watch them grow up.
Right.
So it's the same thing when it comes to the music business. I'm watching him right now in the way he's growing and building.
Mm-hmm.
And in a couple years, he'll be a superstar. And we're going to watch the next young kid do the same thing. But it's
Right.
going to be
Right.
even different from the way he did it because the world changes. So,
Right.
as the world changes, I just couldn't even see not liking music and wanting to be a part of it in some kind of way. But,
Right.
acting is also a passion.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's definitely definitely something that is new to me because I didn't even know you was involved in acting like that. So that's definitely
Mm-hmm.
something something to say breaking news as they say. All right.
Yeah,
So real quick.
that was
So
what made me real popular, in high school and stuff.
okay. Okay.
I
So real quick.
honestly almost went to Juilliard.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely with every with all the the drive and the vision that I could definitely see something like that happening. So real quick, talk to us about this MP3 Wax and how you got involved with them and now because you're part of them and then you're a part of the other I think the other group is
Black Bottle Boys.
Black Bottle Boys. So talk to us a little bit about those two a little bit and how you got involved with those two.
So MP3 Wax came from MP3 Wax versus the DJ Coalition. The guy that runs it, uh, they had an event that they were doing for CIAA. He booked me for the event. I came out, did my thing, and we were talking, and he's like, yeah, he was telling me about MP3 Wax, what they do, how it's a family of DJs, and it's not something that just any DJ can join.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something where you got to be a certain type of person to be a
Mm-hmm.
part of it. So what I mean, like I locked in with him, and we built over the years and just got really really cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I just always been appreciative of him. When it comes to Black Bottle Boys, that just kind of come from a relationship I had with my man Sav, and
Okay.
Sav is well now I think Sav is with Khaled now, but he was, you know, day to day with Ross,
Mm-hmm.
and they had hit me up. No, I'm sorry. We, I had already had a little bit of experience doing liquor promotions,
Mm-hmm.
because I did promo for FM Vodka and DJ B Lord out of South Carolina. He had Happy Juice, so you know, I already had a little bit of experience in that. Um, but I was talking to Sav one day, and I was like, "Yo, you know, I really want to be like, you know, a part of MMG, like how I do that." He's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, what we do is we got the Black Bottle Boys, and I get you on." So I'm like, "All right, cool, yeah, I'd love to do that." So, you know, he plugged me in. They did the rollout. The rollout was dope. It was, you know, amazing to be a part of that. And from there, you know, I went hard for them, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, the company um, started reaching out as well. So it wasn't just, you know, the MMG Connect, it's also Sovereign Brands that reaches out and, you know, shows love.
Most definitely. All right, and so my next thing I want to tap into, I want to tap into another collective, better known as Carolina Ways, produced by the one and only the GOAT of NC, as I like to call it, Miriam.
Hmm.
You know, what I'm saying, so what I wanted from you is what's that, what's that relationship, being a part of Carolina Ways, being a part of, some of those events and working with Miriam. What's that relationship been like between you and Mir, and as well as what she has going on in her brand and things of that nature.
Yeah, Mir's always been dope. Of course, you know, we started out as, you know, just co-workers at the radio station, but we both have a love and passion for helping artists out. So, you know, when it's somebody that does the same thing that you do, um, then that love is gonna be there. And Mir is, you know, she just always been solid with me, and so I'm gonna always be solid with her. That's the homie.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, do you feel like now she created a song entitled "The Black as Fuck Cipher"? She did a Black as Fuck cipher, that was basically music that was created by Amani Presley, as well as you had Two Fly KNG, you had Lena Jackson, you had Tag 'em, you had Juice Lord, and those truly dope artists that's that truly could. What was your take on the whole cipher, and what did you think of the production as a whole?
I think it's dope. I like to see artists working together, and more importantly, I like to see Mir step into putting records together. So you know that's dope because that's, you know, that's something I do. I put records together, so it's dope to see Mir doing that as well.
Okay. Speaking of records, you also did some records with another NC native, another NC artist who go by the name of Tres Falsetto. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying, a friend, you know what I'm saying, and a brother. You know what I'm saying? What's it been like working with Trez and being able to put the songs together with him? And as well as you also and to kind of sidebar, you also did a song entitled Comeback with, uh uh if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, Sosa and Rico Barrino.
yeah, exactly. So tell us a little bit about those two partnerships, working with Trez and then working with those other two.
So first, it all started with Sosa, Pooh Bear. Um, the first record that I got, he gave me the record, so I didn't have nothing to do with the creation of it, and that was Go Together. But I did come up with, you know, a lot of the marketing for it. But you know, that was something he gave me, and then it just it opened me up to a lot of women loving that record. Made me say, this is what I need to be doing, is putting these records together. So of course, you know, I did more records with Sosa. I did the record with Trez. I had him on a record that I did with MOS and Loverboy Vo. So you know, we both from Durham, so it was a beautiful relationship to have. Um, pause. But you know, working with him has been dope. And then you know, with Rico, um, Rico is even, I ain't gonna say even more dope because it's extremely dope to work with people from your hometown. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was amazing to work with Rico because um, I didn't even know if he even knew who I was for real.
Right.
I was a fan of Rico Barrino. I seen him in the club one night, and I was just like, "Yo," hey, bro, DJ Wade Banner out in Raleigh, because I think at the time we was in maybe Greensboro or Charlotte, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think we was in Greensboro. I'm like, yeah, I'm DJ Wade Banner. He knew who I was, but
Right.
you know, I'm on the radio, blah blah. I was like, yo, I love all your music, bro. Like for real. One of my favorite songs in the world is Futuristic Love, Young LA. But
Mm-hmm.
Rico is of course on the hook, and Rico is what made the song for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was like, bro, one day we gotta, do a record. And he was like, yeah, just let me know. So, it was a while, I mean, a couple years before I finally hit him up and was like, yo, now I got a record for you, man. Tell me what you think. And he came through and he killed it. He recorded it in Charlotte, and he taught me a lot about recording music. But it was
Mm-hmm.
just dope because I was a fan
Mm-hmm.
that was doing music with somebody that I'm a fan of. It ain't like, oh yeah, it's my man from the block.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. I feel that. I definitely feel that. And my final thing that I must tap into, man, is with you, again, like, and I say this all the time, with you being, the legend that you are in this business, and really, so having, that, having your name out there, what's it like? From also from a family standpoint, how is your family now? Feeling about now being where you are now and really progressing more and more?
I think everybody's proud of me. Um, but yeah, like I said, how I was growing up, nobody's really surprised. So um, I do feel like everybody is proud of me, and they let it show that they're proud of me. But at the same time, they're just like, yeah, you're doing exactly what we knew you were gonna do. Like it's not a surprise to anybody. It's
Mm-hmm.
expected. Um, and then you know, my kids are proud. I think because I think they think I'm more famous than I am.
Listen,
So
I was just getting ready to ask you about
yeah, for
that
them,
because
they're excited about that.
right, and I was just going to ask you about it because we have, of course, we have this whole Black Lives Matter movement going on, and I want to end it off with this. What's been your mentality and your process been like being for one being an African American man, being a black man, being a father, and having kids, and what's that like? Being able to explain to them, what's going on, what's taking place, and so that way they won't be feeling like they're confused as to what's going on. How have you been dealing with it as a father and being able to explain that to them?
So the approach I take when it comes to raising my kids is I just keep it real. And so, but at the same time, I try not to too heavily influence their thoughts. Um, but I mean, I taught my children from jump, the police are not your friend.
Right.
Never believe that the police are your friend. Um, and because I don't live like the police are my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I never had, I couldn't tell you about a good time I had with the police.
Mm-hmm.
Never happened. Young black man, I'm talking about 14 years old, never happened.
Right.
So, you know, I teach my kids that, like, yeah, they're not your friend. They're not who you call for help. You know what I mean? Like, they're not here to help you.
Mm-hmm.
They're here to hurt you. So, I teach my kids that, and Black lives do matter. But it's hard for me to be a part of the protests and the movement, really, because I want to be what's right in the world and not add negative energy to it. And
Mm-hmm.
I I don't really know how I could be peaceful to somebody killing us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
really know how I could do that. Um, Now I don't want to make it harder on other black people.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm kind of lost when it comes to that. I don't really know the way or the answer. I just know that um, there's things we're not going to tolerate, and if it comes to our door, um, we know exactly how to handle that. So you know, I mean, that's just kind of where I stand when it comes to to the movement and the protests and police brutality. Um, yeah, you know.
Okay. Okay. Well, I definitely, man, I definitely 1000% have truly, finally enjoyed this moment that I've had to, finally get to know a little bit more about you. And as I said, a lot of people, this is what I do this for, man, because a lot of people don't really know this kind of information when it comes to, you know, different people that I bring on the show, man. So to be able to bring, this type of content to people and be able to, let people in on what others and how they move and however it's really a great thing because it gives people an opportunity to really understand a little bit why people may be the way they are, why people may say the certain things that they say. It's not just off of just one particular instance, but it's a reason. It's a reason for everything, as they say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely grateful, like I said, to not only call you my big bro, and to have you as a DJ of mine, but also just being able to continue to learn from you and get the advice from you and the things that I learned from you thus far. Um, what can we be expecting from you for the rest of 2020? What could we be on the lookout for? From Wade Banner, himself,
Big
should I
Mob
say?
Records, man. My young homie Slack coming. Baby Chop, Scoop the General, um, uh, Scotty, and shoot, yeah, I'm out here working.
Most definitely, most definitely. Well, let the people know where they can follow you at, where they can tap in with you at, so that way they
At,
can plug in with you.
yeah, at DJ Wade Banner on everything. Hit me up, man. I got playlists. I do promo, radio promotions, you know, consultations. I'm here.
Most definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been, this has been the Independent Scene Special Edition with the one and only DJ Wade Banner in the building. You know what I'm saying? Much success to you, bro. Keep doing what you do, keep
Absolutely.
grinding, keep
Appreciate
applying
you.
that pressure. Like I said, once again, for myself, I want to personally on this show thank you for all of what you've taught me, all of the advice that you've ever given me, all the times that we've had the opportunity to bond and talk. The relationship that I have with you is truly something that is unexplainable and it means everything to me. So I'm definitely glad to have you,
No
in my
doubt.
corner,
Keep
have you in
doing
my
your thing.
corner and supporting me.
Yeah, no doubt. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Most definitely. Bro, take care of yourself and I'm gonna holler at you as soon as I get through with this interview. All right.
All right, for sure.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right. And there you guys have it. The Independent Singing Special Edition with the one and only Honcho J and the one and only DJ Wade Banner. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank you guys for always showing love, showing support, dropping likes, dropping comments. It means the world to me. Like I said, man, this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? If you people out there know some artists that want to come on here and just talk and let people know about you and whatever you got going on, feel free to DM me. You guys can follow me on all platforms at HonchoJ23. That's HonChojay23 on all platforms. And if you want to donate or tip, you can hit my Cash App at $ Just Blazing Hot. That's JustBlazinHot. You can hit my Cash App like that. I'm saying, to throw some tips and donations towards this podcast, towards the show, because as you guys know, this show isn't shows aren't free. You know what I'm saying? So I bring this content mainly from my phone. But like I said, I definitely appreciate you guys 1000% for rocking with me today for this particular podcast. Also, if you guys want to see more episodes like that, you can go to my IGTV page and you can go to my YouTube page, which is also Honcho J23 on YouTube, and you can see more episodes like this. Also, I want to give a big shout out to three of my families out here. I want to give a shout out to Carolina Ways family. I want to give a shout out to CRG Music, the label family, and I also want to give a shout out to Crossbones family. I definitely want and also I want to give a shout out to Touch the Mic Showcase that is being produced every single Thursday by Family First Organization, Strictly Business, G Hustle Wear. It is hosted by yours truly, Honcho J, Mr. Carolina Hip Hop. Music created by my DJ that was just in the building, DJ Wade Banner. For that show, it's an open mic showcase that we do every single Thursday at Arcade of Thrones. That's 399 Heber Street, Raleigh, North Carolina. Arcade of Thrones. It's every Thursday. The show, the open mic show, the open mic artists, they only get 2 songs. Let's get this straight. Open mic artists get 2 songs. Feature artists get 4 songs. An interview with yours truly. The sign up is from 8 to 10. We go in the order that we go in it. We go in the order that we go in. So say if you want to come out and support, please come out and support every single Thursday. Touch the Mic Showcase. That is Arcade of Thrones, 399 Heber Street, Raleigh, North Carolina. Please feel free to come out. Feel free to DM me if you want to get in on the show. If you want to get in on the Touch the Mic Showcase open mic, feel free to DM me about that as well. I take care of both things. If you want to, like I said, guys, if you guys want to lock in with your music with my DJ Wade Banner, you can send your music to him strictly, and he'll get your music out there. But yeah, I just want to definitely, like I said, shout everybody out, and thank everybody for all the love and the support. And I will be back this afternoon at 6 o'clock to chop it up on another special edition with another group of artists that I have that's going to be coming in the building. So make sure you guys stay tuned in at 6. And this has been my time. This has been the Independent Scene Special Edition with DJ Wade Banner and yours truly, the official host of the Independent Scene, Huncho J23. And I look forward to seeing you guys once again at 6 o'clock p.m. Let's get it, Huncho J23, and I'm out.